Welcome back to the 50 Deep podcast. I am your host, Lola Damone.
And I am your co-host, Drunken. I'm up in here, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I like your hoodie.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Bread Quarters.
Shout out to Bread Quarters.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for mine.
Yeah, they sent the merch over, you know what I'm saying? So this segment is definitely sponsored by Bread Quarters. Make sure y'all Google them, hit them on Instagram and all that. And, get some merch, man. Shop with us, you hear me? We got a good show today. A lot of good energy we've been sharing, you know what I mean? And what you got going on?
Nothing, man. Just chilling.
Just chilling? Hair growing and everything. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say too much, you know.
Yeah.
What's going on in the world? R. Kelly. R. Kelly has just got hornswoggled and slaughtered by the U.S. government. He was found guilty on 9 counts.
Is it 9? Dang.
9 counts of sex trafficking, continuous criminal enterprise, I think it was, and a couple other shits, man. So
they said racketeering.
Racketeering, yeah. So he looking at a lot of years, man.
That's unfortunate to me.
I think it's a double standard. I don't have a dog in the fight, number one, but I look at it like this. It's a double standard because there's certain individuals in the industry that's been doing way worse than this for years. You feel me?
Yeah.
You look at if you go back in the day, man, you look at Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley and all these motherfuckers been
taking advantage,
marrying and fucking 13-year-olds and all this other little shit. But
the black man always gets persecuted worse.
Yeah, cause see what it is. They trying to keep that big black buck away from his white queen. Hate to say it, but it's true. You know what I mean?
So how much time is he look? Did they say how much?
Well, they say he's looking at decades, plural. So he probably gonna get a dub at least, I think. But here's the thing about about federal prison and federal. They got a thing that a lot of people don't realize that's called penalty, trial penalty. That's why the feds got a thing where they got a 97% conviction rate because you tap out early, which means you plea out and you don't take that shit to trial. Because if you take that shit to trial, they think you're wasting their resources and you're taking up all their time, and they max you out.
Okay.
Like with my situation, I was looking at 10 to life. I played out early, pled guilty and took the 10. They gave me the 10. If I would have went to trial and lost, they'd have gave me life. You feel me? So
no way out.
No way out. So what I was, everybody, when I'm in the county, everybody like, oh, Drunk, nigga, you can fight that. And you, nigga, would you bet your life on that? No.
Right.
So I took the 10, but R. Kelly, hey man, a lot of people, he been.
That was your guy too at one point,
I knew him, you know what I'm saying? But I look at it like this, if you hang out in the barbershop long enough, eventually you're gonna get your hair cut. Which means if you campaign enough, you're gonna get elected one day. And all these tapes and all this all these accusations and all this shit that was going on and coming out, and sooner or later, and now with the climate of the political climate, with the Me Too movement and all this cancel culture and all this shit that's going on, it's easy to get slaughtered. So I don't have a dog in the fight, but I think he should know, a wise man should know his limitations, man. And if you like young girls like that, man, you should have knew to stand down, because these people had a place to put you. And now your destiny is in somebody else's hands, and that's a bad way to feel. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
I just think it's unfortunate. People commit crimes all the time. I think there are people who have done way worse things that are of a different race.
And see, I'm tell you like this, they're going to send him to a chomo compound. So y'all don't know what the chomo is. That's a child molester in inmate terms. And they're going to send him to one of them places where ain't nothing on the compound, ain't nothing on the place where he going, but nothing but a whole bunch of other chomos. And if you can't slap the shit out of one of them because that's considered a hate crime. So you can't do that. So he gonna end up at a low. Instead of a medium or a penitentiary, he's gonna end up at a low, and he gonna be on a chomo compound because he is a sex offender. So,
what about all his assets and
shit? They say he was worth -$2 million.
-$2 million?
Yeah. All that money.
So he don't.
They say he don't have nothing. If don't, he hid it. But the thing is, lawyer fees and all these. See, people think, oh man, well, all these millions and millions of dollars. Shit. You gotta pay the security guard. You gotta pay the sound man. You gotta pay the manager. You gotta pay the management. You gotta pay the road manager. You gotta pay the dancers. You gotta pay the nigga playing the bass guitar, the guitar, the drummer, and all these other people. And all them people gotta get their paper. The nigga hanging up the posters,
right?
And everything else. The man that's trying to make nice with all us DJs so we can play their record. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing free.
Ain't nothing free, man. So, it's a lot of artists that we think is rich and they really ain't got nothing.
No.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I just think it's a slippery slope. And
because at one point in his career,
Bill Cosby said he got railroaded. Said R. Kelly got railroaded.
What did he mean? Like,
he meant that they gave him a bad deal because of the climate of what's going on and the systemic racism that's going on in the world right now, especially in the justice system. And I agree, but I'm not gonna throw that man a life jacket because I don't condone in no shape, way, form, or fashion a man sleeping with a young kid. You know what I'm saying? But
how many women came
There's
out?
a lot of them, from what I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's just sad, man. It's a crazy time.
It is.
It's a lot of freaky ass, freak geniuses people out here, man, that's into some crazy and like I was telling you before we rolled tape on this.
Did the camera go out?
Oh, good question. You know what? I don't even think I turned it on.
It was on for 1 minute.
It's some strange people with some strange fetishes and likes and dislikes out here, man. And people, and somewhere as we speak right now, and there's some people in some powerful positions with one of them eyes wide shut parties going on with the cloaks and the motherfucking eagle beaks and shit going on and masks and all that old crazy shit. So,
with money and power and fame comes great responsibility.
Damn right. Look at what was old boy Jeffrey Bernstein, or what's his name? Epstein had a whole island. There's a lot of other people that was into that shit that's so powerful that we can't even speak on. You know what I'm saying? The political leaders, that's why they killed that man. Let me tell it, because if he'd have took that shit to the box and started explaining who else was into them freaky ass parties with them Russian motherfuckers and all them flying bitches into these damn islands, and I'm sure this whole country would have probably failed, because a lot of our presidential candidates and a lot of our people would have been right there in the middle of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's places on the planet that people can go that's weird like that. You go to them places over there in the Middle East and China and all these other, I ain't saying China, but there's some places over there, other countries that condone that shit. And it's, man, that dark web, you get on that fucking dark web, you can order whatever you want to order over there. Crazy, man. So I'm a simple dude. I don't I ain't into all that freaky ass shit. I did that shit in my younger days, but nothing that damn despicable and dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one person's dark is another person's normal.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
And happy to be able to to live my life and do what I'm supposed to do, and try my best to maintain without infringing on nobody else's freedoms or welfare or safety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you got going? Talk to me.
Nothing.
I've been messing with Lola all day. Fatima.
Yeah.
Fatima.
Fatima.
Yeah.
You had some fire when I.
Oh yeah. I was letting her hit some beats. We've been cooking up a couple little joints, and we finna.
Next time when I come by, we should co-produce.
Why wouldn't we? I've been sure I cook up.
Yeah, I
know you can bring your little MP, and we'll see if we can collab on something. Come up with something spectacular.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. Let me see what else we got. Damn, what else going on in the world, man? There's so much. Oh, did you see like you were telling me about Australia? I got some footage where the police were shooting people. Yeah.
You know, sometimes I tap out and I don't check what's going on for days because it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But what's going on right now, I think, is crazy in New York. You know, the mandatory vaccination.
Yeah.
You know.
And on top of that, what's the white girl that came up missing? What's her name? They found her body or some shit.
That was traveling across.
You know, look. It's like they're scour the earth, looking for find that white woman. But if a sister, and I'm not throwing the race card, but I am.
Right.
But if a sister come up missing.
Next in news.
Next, and now sports.
Right. And that's the reality.
But when that one European, that one white woman come up missing, boy, they'd be like, somebody we're gonna spend millions of resources and dollars, we're gonna shake this whole planet upside down until we find out.
It's interesting why they care that much.
You know, but we gotta, but see, here's the thing. I think us as black people, we gotta care about ourselves. We know getting mad at another culture or another people for not liking us or not loving us is like getting mad at a dog for barking.
Right.
It's what they do. But we have to learn to love each other.
Right.
Love ourselves enough to not. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at because that's how they feel about their white woman. We should feel our way that same way about our black woman.
Right. And the world would be different.
The world would be, man. Look, and I'm gonna leave it at this. But there's billions of black people. There's 1 billion black people on the face of this planet. If we got together and did one thing, whether that one thing was right or wrong, if we did one thing together, it would change history.
Maybe that will happen one day.
50 Deep Podcast, man.
50 Deep Podcast.
Man, this has been a good one, man. We just, we 13 minutes in, man. And, we're going to go to the phone lines. We got a lot of guests calling in today. And we got some people stopping by. You know what I'm saying? We got my man EGGROLL. Eastside EGGROLL, he coming through. You know what I'm saying? KASH DOLL said she's gonna reach out to me today, so we're gonna see what she's doing besides fucking without a rubber. I might have to edit that.
Yeah, I can see her. She's being a beautiful mommy.
I hope the best. You know, a lot. You know what? A lot of these pandemic babies, a lot of these rappers, these female artists, rappers, and whatnot that's popping up, all of them popping up pregnant now.
Oh, are they?
A lot of them are. Yeah. So, and shit, it might make room for a couple other little small ones to come in because I saw Nicki Minaj a few days ago and she looked like she getting a little thick.
Another one on the way.
I don't know if she's pregnant, but she looked like she getting a little wide. She ain't gonna be Nicki Minaj. She's gonna be Nicki Minaj in a minute. I'm telling you, she's getting a little big.
Yeah.
But y'all just I love it, man. I'm just happy to to be able to bear witness to see the women do their thing.
Me too. Especially coming from our era where I could count on my hands how many girls were interested in doing rap.
Now they coming out the woodworks.
Yeah.
It's like every stripper want to be a rapper.
That's true.
Hey, but they see them checks coming and hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What else I got going? Yeah. I don't know if I should mention this, but the Bureau of Prisons they trying to commute a lot of sentences. People like myself that's on home confinement. So y'all just stay positive and stay prayerful because they might be cutting this tether off my legs soon if they do. Biden signed off on it because I guess they don't want to send us back to prison after the pandemic ends, but it's not going to end. COVID going to be here, man. I think time is going to be divided. This generation's time is going to be pre-COVID, post-COVID, because that shit ain't going nowhere, and a lot of people still getting sick and dying out there, man. So
yeah.
And my advice to all the people that's out there partying and still going to all these major, big-ass, giant-ass super spreader events.
Be careful.
Man, don't party yourself off the planet.
Right.
Tell you, it's so easy. One of my homeboys went to a party, and 2 weeks later, man, he was in the dirt.
This year?
Yeah, it was this year. Ain't no coming back from this.
No.
Shit. And I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I had COVID. I know what this shit feel like. And I'm just thankful that I beat it so far. But you know, shit, I had that shit and I had it in prison, so I couldn't even get an aspirin. So I'm just happy that
it's not a game.
It's not a game. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? And nothing is. You know what I'm saying? You can go outside dead, mean dead. You can go outside, slip on a banana peel and break your motherfucking neck.
Yeah. We survivors.
Yeah. You know, we can, you know, I look forward to me and you being 70, 80 years old, laughing at the shit we used to do and talk about back in our younger days.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Ah, you see that?
Yeah.
I'm saying? So look, we be right back after this, man. We'll go to the phones. We got some shit coming on after this, man. We got a couple calls. And you listen to the 50 Deep podcast, man. Stay tuned, baby.
Yep.
Yep. One girl, AMETRIA PERIDOT in the building.
Big AP.
Big AP, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, she's a real seasoned vet.
You hear me? I'm a rookie and a vet.
A rookie and a vet, and it's just a pleasure to have you here and on the 50 Deep podcast. And y'all make sure y'all hit that how that shit work, the subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe
and the like all that shit.
All of that. Comment. Yeah. We need y'all comments and y'all feedback. We need y'all to make sure y'all tap into the 50 Deep podcast.
Motherfucking cast. Yeah,
I made it.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're here. You know what I mean? Lola, she said she want to definitely, you know, speak to you, and she spoke real highly, so, you know.
Yeah, and I never met her in person, so I want, you know, energy is everything. Like,
y'all,
she held it down for the epitome of what a Detroit boss is.
Okay.
As far as women, holding your composure, keeping your name, everything, like despite the naysayers.
Exactly,
and
because it becomes a challenge for an artist, because when you get out there in the world.
And she going back in time. She looked like she's 12 years old.
Man, she looking good.
She looked good as hell, and it's inevitable. Like even her lyrics, it still resonate right now. So it's like. That's what Detroit is about. That's what you emulate. That's where you go back to the drawing board.
We're just happy to get our flowers. And
when you go back to the drawing board, any female artist, look up Lola Damone, no cap.
They know what's up. You know what I mean?
I roll with nothing but them. Yeah, she one of them because this is all facts.
So with the movies, you was in what was the movie you got played? What was it called?
What? Let me get you. Let me break it down.
She let me school you before they fool you now.
I'm in at least like 11 movies right now.
Wow.
You feel me? I started off buffed up. Okay. We got Price of Love with Bezos. Shout out to Iceberg Bezos.
Oh, yes, my homeboy. I fuck with Bez.
So you can find that on Amazon Prime and Netflix, all that. So I'm in How High 2, Undercover Brother 2.
God damn.
I'm in. Okay, let's talk about it. I'm in.
You talking about a resume? You bitches better catch up out there. You hear me?
Okay, I'm in He Played Me. I'm on P Valley. I'm on Boomerang the Series on BT. I'm also Yeah, okay.
I got the right motherfucker in here.
Okay, I'm also on He Played Me, which is the #1 urban movie on Tubi right now in the world. You understand me? Not just the city.
In the
world on Tubi. We taking over a black network. You understand me?
Yeah.
So not only
I know the homeboy Nut got a joint on there on Tubi. He got Living for the Sacrifice. Shout out PMP.
Period. And then also shout out to Dennis Reedy. I'm on Indictment as well. I play in that movie. I also play in a movie that's coming out tomorrow. Okay. It's called 3 Keys, the movie by Mina Monroe.
Dope.
It's amazing. I'm also in a movie that's in post-production right now. Shout out to Tragan. It's called the It Factor movie.
And I got a joint shameless plug called Finders Keepers that's getting ready to come out.
Okay.
And I might have a part for you in that too.
Don't mic me.
No.
Don't mic me. Hey, I'm in that thing.
This shit is huge.
I'm in that thing.
It's
so anybody that's in any works, any directors, all of that, y'all need to tap
shout out my nigga Benny Boom. He shot the 50 Niggas Deep video. Benny, you know Benny. You know what I'm saying?
The legendary.
Yeah. So, you know, I know a few people. I'm just glad you in the room. So
Tap
we can,
the fuck in, man. I'm
yeah.
doing my thing. Like, and
shout out my nigga DJ Ill Will, because she just let me hear some heat they did, and you know.
Yes, legendary.
Fuck
like
with you, coalition DJs.
I attract greatness. Like, I'm in my season of manifesting all these things. So it's like,
see, that's why I want to unpack. You know, that's why I was Lola, because she's into that astrology.
I'm attracting greatness right now. I'm just like, and it's my season. So
you know, a man with a lot of sense told me, I always say that, my pops, and then I read this, that if you really, really want something, if you really, really want something, and your heart is pure, and your intentions are honorable, the entire universe will conspire to help you.
Yes.
The planets will line up in your direction, and everything it's gonna happen.
You can't stop greatness.
You can't stop it. Exactly.
Can't stop greatness.
It's divine order. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I ain't no big religious dude.
And even timing, like we spoke on earlier, it's divine order, divine timing, divine purpose, divine energy. Like,
exactly.
It's all alignment. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the person that I was maybe a few years ago wasn't ready to receive the blessings that I have now.
Speak.
You understand? So I'm mentally there. I'm spiritually there. Mind, body, soul. Everything is on fleek right now.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, now it's just, I know who I am. I know what I want to do. Everything is tying into each other. Not only am I in these movies, I have my music on these soundtracks as well. So, and I write my own music. So let's talk about it.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Okay, with the you do a lot of creative content on the internet.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the monetization, or how the money comes from that and this, that, and the other?
Absolutely. They know they gotta pay me. They knew before I knew.
Yeah, because somebody told me, like, if you do if you release video content over 3 minutes, it's just like you putting a song out every day.
Absolutely.
And once you monetize that, the bread, like my man Country Wayne, he said he feed his whole family off of one video every month, and he do them every day.
No, and that's the thing, because you have when you create a platform for yourself, just like you're doing now, you are dedicated to your content. So if you're not willing to sacrifice, like at first I used to only be popping once a week. Now I'm popping every day. The streets need something every single day, every day, every time.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So people see what I allow them to see. I don't want to get too into it.
Oh, no, you can unpack everything. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying to people is, this is free game right now, people.
Yeah.
If you want to be in this social media world, you want to be a creator, influencer, if you will, you got to dedicate your time. You have to really take your time
it's not a game.
Build your content and feed the streets. And whatever your audience, once you find out who your audience is on.
And all you got to do, I told KASH DOLL this when I talked to her from prison, and she started getting some traction and really started to bubble. And I say, look, do not entertain negative energy. Concentrate on nothing but your fan base. As an artist, everything you put up and everything you do, you don't care what nobody else is doing. Only people that you're talking to is your fan base, and you deal with them and them only.
It's all perception. So when people think gang, they assume that it's gang affiliation. But to me, we all family. You feel me? My shit represents the girl code, the G code.
Dope.
Sticking to your purpose, elevating everybody, being altruistic, doing things without expecting anything in return. We moving with love around here.
That's real.
And at the same time, we getting money.
And still ain't gonna fall for nobody's bullshit.
And ain't gonna ever slip on the side of a swimming pool. What we doing is creating a platform, and then I tell everybody, by me having this big platform and by me having these followers, and I'm on everything from Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah, 'cause you can tie them all together.
Exactly,
right?
And even without it, I'm that great at it. So I tell people, use me.
Yeah.
Don't misuse me, but muse me.
Goddamn
and
right.
I'm gonna promote the fuck out of your shit, and it's gonna tie into mine anyway.
I appreciate you on the 50 Deep podcast. You know what I mean? 'Cause we just get started. I just came home.
Even if I didn't have nothing to do with it, I would still
fuck with me, because me and
you.
We got that relationship that go way back.
If I see you have a brand that means something to you, and it has some meaning behind it, and I have 10 rules to sticking to the girl code. If nobody can tell you their brand means to them, then they ain't no 100. You don't know what your brand means till you go back to the drawing board. A lot of people can say, oh, I'm this and I'm that. But what do it mean to you? How are you helping the community? You know what I'm saying? What lessons are you teaching people? And beyond the money, what do you stand for?
See, a lot of people sacrifice their soul for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I hate a motherfucker.
You mentioned gang affiliations. A lot of people fly the flags for the wrong reasons. I salute every street organization because I used to be in one, and I've always been connected to the streets. I've been in the middle of conflict. I've been in the middle of mediating truces and whatnot. But a lot of youngsters don't understand what's at stake when it comes to this, because people fly the flag for the wrong reasons, like it's a fashion statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that shit there, man, can cost you your life. And
they don't know the meaning. They don't know the real meaning.
Yeah.
And see, with me also, the reason I'm so adamant about the gang is because I have a lot of people, international families. You know what I mean? So when I connect with some of my people, they don't speak English. And I know Spanish. I know a little bit of here and there French and other different languages. But until I get to the point where I do know all of the languages that my fans know, I use sign language and I throw up this. It's a universal thing. When I throw up, if I say gang, they be like, gang. It's just a universal love. And it's like, they'll sit there and stare at me, and I'll be like, I love you. I love you. They be like, I love you too.
See what I'm saying?
They don't know a lick of English, but if I do this, or if I do this,
you know what it is.
They tapping right in with me.
Another thing that I can appreciate about your energy is how you will round it. You feel me? It's not like the typical. And I salute anybody doing their thing, as long as they ain't trying to climb through my window and I ain't got to blow their goddamn brains out. But I appreciate, like I say, you're multifaceted, you're multi.
Yes, I know sign language and many different languages.
And you're not your average, and I hate to use the cliche, the stripper who just turned into a rapper, who just trying to find a lane and see what happens.
Yeah.
Nah, it's more to the.
Yeah, I was always into music. I've been raised.
We stand in DJ booth and talk about.
Yeah, and I was raised in the church. I always had a different love for music. I was in a choir and forced to sing, but I was, it became therapy for me. It became like a vice, especially with this pandemic. It was like music, I needed an outlet.
Right, but see, music is more powerful than drugs is.
It is.
Real talk, because the right one song could change your entire life.
Yeah, and when people started writing me, like when I put my first song out, I had my children in the studio. I was holding my youngest baby while I was recording. I had no intentions on making money from it. I was just like, I just want to make a song. And I didn't have a babysitter. I was just like, I'm about to just fuck it. I'm going to just put it out. And shout out to D. Ross and Juan Griffin. They definitely put me in the perspective like, this a hit, just go ahead, stick to it, stay consistent. And they had worked with different female artists before, so I think like you said, by me being in the game such a late stage, people, I don't know, they rub me off as here go another female artist again. Man. So I'm getting the end of the stick here. So I have to really prove myself. So when I put my very first song out, and people, it was women and men and different people reaching out to me like, your song helped me get through this and that. And I'm like, that was helping me.
Real talk, like when my mom passed in 2011, it's artist Big Crit, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Big Crit had a song called Event. And that
he
song.
He talked about his grandmother.
Exactly. And that song.
You made me tap into that.
Yeah, and
I seen you post that.
That song saved my life.
It did.
Yeah, because I had lost my mom, you feel me?
Yeah.
And when you older, ain't nobody I ain't got my sisters and brothers, everybody gone. My aunts, uncles, everybody gone.
They got their own life going.
No, I'm talking everybody dead and gone. You feel me?
No.
I mean, I got my brother still, but
at the
time, everybody's gone.
Damn.
I had nobody to go to. You feel me? When my mom was dying, and they told me she was basically gone, get your family together. I had one sister, I called her. She was in Hawaii. Call her. And I had to go to, I didn't have nowhere to go. I went to Starving Marvin's East on Conant and went behind the bar and grabbed a fifth of Remy and sat in a booth. And my man Lace, bless the dead, and all them came and saw about me. And I'm up in there, and it was day shift. And I told the DJ, I said, man, play Dear Mama. And the young dude played Dear Mama. And it went off. I said, play it again. He played it again. And when it went off, I said, nigga, play it again. He like, I'm sitting in the booth, on my mother's soul, I pulled my pistol out and sat on the table and said, look at me, you don't play the song, I'm gonna blow your goddamn brains out.
I'm going through something.
Meant it. And Lace and Peso and them, they immediately got up and went to the front door and closed the gate and closed the bar. People was out there trying to get in. He said, no, drunk, going through something, like you said. You feel me? But the song, The Vent by Big Crit, I had that on repeat, and it just kept me together.
Yeah. And
a couple years later, my homeboy DJ DiBiase, he was Coalition. He was Crit's DJ, and I'm in Atlanta telling this story, and he said, yeah, I DJ for Dog. And as a matter of fact, he called my man, and he pulls up at the studio. He's at Stankonia Studios. He pulls up. No, he's at Patchwork. He pulls up, and I said, dog, I just want to thank you. And he told me, he said, yeah, my grandmama just died when I wrote that. And I said, well, that kept me here, bro. You know, I appreciate it. But, you know, that's how powerful this music shit is.
Yeah, you posted that.
Yeah.
And that's how I listened to it.
Deep ass record.
How you think I know about, I don't know that,
and what he said about the record, he said, if it don't touch my soul, I can't listen to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And see, when I say music is more powerful than drugs, it is because the minds of the children is where the dope fiend track is at.
Yeah.
You can't hide. You know, you can listen to motherfucking A Change Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, and it'll change your whole life.
Yeah.
Or you can listen to a Jeezy record or a Gucci record or the right trap song, and you like, shit, nigga, I'm gonna go get me a bag.
Man, Future then put me on the road. Fuck you talking about?
Hey, look,
Future then got me hella bands.
Hey, listen, I remember when
free bands.
And to show you how addictive shit can get. I remember when Trinidad James brought out
Gold All About That.
And I'm the first one. We had it first because when DJ Funky and Big X then would come up here to see me.
Yeah.
They riding around in the car, and they was riding around in the car saying like, "Pop the Molly, I sweat." Woo! And me and Mark G them like, the fuck is he talking about? And they gave me the record, so I go to the club and play this record, and everybody like, no, man, what the hell is that? I say, nigga, trust me, this is gonna be the one. And a few months later, when that popped the Molly, I swear, girls, I'm not gonna say no dancers' names, but they was coming to me saying, I don't know what it is, but I want to pop a Molly, nigga. Like, damn, you just want to be a dope fiend but that's how powerful that is. That's what I say. Woo. Father, woo. But yeah, and shout out my nigga Fly, because that's my homeboy's new art. That was, Wife and Lucci. I think it's a gang. TIG, man. That's my family. And you listen to the 50D podcast, by the way, man. You know what I mean?
I was saying Atlanta.
Man,
Atlanta has showed me so much. Like, Atlanta received me so well. I haven't even.
And you know the thing I can appreciate about Atlanta that I learned from them? One thing about them boys down there, the reason that they captured hip-hop and took it and kept it, they got work ethic.
And not only that, I will say I learned that from Atlanta, because when I was there, I literally went there with no money. I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta go chase my dreams. Like, and it wasn't, the opportunities wasn't happening for me here. Soon as I put my feet on the ground, do you understand me? They played my record without me even being in a building. Then they invited me to several stations, and not only that, I got plugged with Tyler Perry Studios for 3 months straight,
that's
eating
incredible.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner at work.
See?
I didn't have nothing but my car and my son. And they received me so well, and I ain't have nothing. I didn't have shit.
I used to be like, man, how they working so hard down here?
They stick together.
Let me tell you something.
They stick together.
Like Rocco, my homeboy, but they be like, if I ain't I'm in the club, but if I'm not, why would I be in the club if I'm not working? I'm not making no money. They'd be in the club all night till 4 in the morning, and then at 5 they're in the studio. Knock out 5, 6 hours in the studio. By that time the sun's up, they might get a couple hours of sleep. And about 1, 2 o'clock,
back in the club.
They back at it again, working. And a lot of brothers here used to get a half a hit record, and they think they done made it.
Half a hit.
Ain't made it to the other side of Woodward yet.
Yeah.
And thinking that they done popped off. You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists would leave here and drive to Miami.
Keep breaking.
And I say, dog, do you know how many cities that you passed
on your way?
On the way just to get to one spot.
Mm-hmm.
And these secondary markets are incredible. A lot of money. I learned that when I was on tour with this 50 Niggas Deep shit.
Yeah.
We played a place called Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Ooh, child.
And when they booked me, I was like, I don't go to goddamn Murphy. Middle of the country, middle of the fucking woods.
But the energy.
Hold up. I'm complaining the whole time. I'm like, damn, man, we gotta go down here. This is some bullshit. And my manager, Dan, was like, it's gonna be all right. We get halfway there. We stop in the mall. I want to get some Air Forces. Stop in the mall. I get mobbed to buy about 50 young
50 ND.
I'm talking about they was tripping. And me, I was so street, my little homeboy Gutter, he all hype, enjoy this shit, drunk. I had warrants. I'm like, nigga, police might no. Easy. So we finally get to Murfreesboro. And I'm like, we gotta ride through this goddamn woods and up in these goddamn mountains of bullshit. We pull up at Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and it was about 2,000 black folks waiting on me. I'm talking this place
they like
packed and banging. Country is a chicken coop, but that shit, I was like, secondary markets, though. I'm gonna go to Nashville, or I'm gonna go to Memphis, nigga. You go to them little smaller spots, and they're gonna appreciate you more for coming.
When I tell you, about 4 months ago, I went to Guatemala.
Whoa.
That changed my life. They received, you would have thought I was Rihanna. We walked through the streets.
When you go to China, they're gonna think you are Rihanna.
They walk through the streets. They walk through the streets, and I play my music everywhere. I asked, when I went to restaurants, I said, can I get the remote in Spanish? I spoke Spanish to these people, and I got the remote, and I put myself on the TV, and they still received me well. It wasn't.
That's crazy.
The energy was amazing, and all the people over there, they looked like us. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was an amazing feeling. Just to
see people here in the States get it twisted, man, because it's 1 billion black people on the earth.
Okay.
We everywhere.
We the ones.
You know what I'm saying? And what's sad is that the masses didn't made it look like we so
that, and we not. Yeah.
We the kings.
No.
Everybody want to be us.
At the end of the day, like I said, it changed
and if we got together and done one thing together, right or wrong, it would change the whole world.
The quicker people realize that we are one, that's when, you know what I'm saying, that's when it's gone. It's coming for sure. I
think so, but every time we start to get a little traction, a little knowledge of self, the powers that be throw something at us to knock us off balance. You feel me? Like, you think about it like this, and this is just me talking.
I mean, look what we're going through right now.
Yeah, but you can go back further. Okay, like, look, back in the civil rights days, back when we was all, half of us wasn't even here, but back in the 60s and all that little shit when Martin Luther King was around, and black people started really becoming conscious. Marching, the protest, the civil rights struggle. We became not Negroes, but we became black folk. The Panthers and all this shit started the civil rights struggle. Yeah. And next thing you know, they kill off the leaders. They killed Martin Luther King.
Because half the people wanted peace, half of them wanted
so they kill off the leaders. Now, not just a lot of young lions that don't have nobody to lead them. Yeah. You feel me? So when that happens, now they throw Vietnam War at us. So the war happens. Now when the war happens in 1972, everybody come home. And now, when they came from Southeast Asia, the heroin hit. You feel me? Niggas ain't on no black power shit no more. They just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
and they shell shocked, so they happy to be alive from the war. So now
they getting high.
Now they getting high, and on top of that, here come your Superfly movies, all your black exploitation movies to make us look like idiots. Now ain't no more big afros no more. Nah, niggas got the perms, a Black Jesus, nigga. The Superfly and the Mac and all these other joints that came out, right? Now you fast forward. After all that bullshit happened, now the 70s, now you get to the early 80s. Black folks like, we got to cut all that shucking and jiving shit out. Early 80s come. Here comes Scarface movie. Here come Minister Society. Boys in the Hood. Here come crack.
Here come gentrification.
Here come gentrification. Here come the dope. You feel me? And you wonder why the kids is shooting up each other now, because these are the offspring
parents.
Of that.
Yeah. You
feel me? So now the early 90s come along. Here come the gangster rap era, which I'm responsible for. Real shit. I'm guilty as everybody else.
Yeah. But but look at Tupac.
What about him? Yeah, I work with that man. What about him? What you want to say about
Tupac is a revolutionary as well. So you got everything in one.
Pac,
you got the gangster.
This was Pac used to always say. We got to tear it down and rebuild it. Okay. We got to destroy it first.
So you don't think that's what's going on?
No, I think that's what's going on now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but let me say this, and a lot of people might be angry what I say, but a lot of artists, see, children don't know the difference between the game and the truth. A 13-year-old, a 10, 11-year-old don't know. You feel me? If they see 21 Savage flying around, they see the little baby flying around in a helicopter. Yeah. When they see him, they're going to say, damn, nigga, where your helicopter at?
That's true.
Or if they hear any artist that's glorifying dope, talking about how they cooking up work on the street and how they got bricks and this, we all know that
perception.
It's perception that these niggas ain't got a brick nowhere near them if they smart.
But see, you got artists like me.
Yeah, but
that's about to change the game. There we go. Let
me finish my.
Go ahead, gang.
An artist, a child don't know the difference. So if a little, just say, let's get off the dope. Say a little kid, right? A little boy. He 10, 11 years old. He finally get his little phone. He in middle school. He finally smelling himself. He finally get to talk to a little chick on the phone. And the hottest rapper out is a nigga who talking about trapping and in the spot and flipping work and woo and popping pills. So when he finally get to talk to a little girl, all little girls love this rap nigga. So he finally get to talk to this little chick, and she say, "So what you been doing all day?" Shit, I've been in the trap, popping pills, sipping lean. I just pulled up a line. He 11 years old. He don't know no difference. You feel me? So now he trying to impress the little chick. But now it comes time to put up a shut up. She want to see it. And he jump out there trying to impress that pussy.
In the field.
It ends up tricking itself off the streets. And then the music is so powerful. Nigga, you playing that music in the club, nigga. Like, for example, I hate that dance music booty shit they used to play. Don't stop. But let me get a couple shots of motherfucking Remy and a blunt. And you play that shit in the club before you know, I'm like, drop that. Drop, nigga, yeah. Yeah. It's the perception of the music. But the thing is, an artist, you got the power to drag. A true artist gonna not invite the listener to go nowhere. A true artist gonna drag the listener. You feel me? And with that comes responsibility. I ain't saying square up, but you gotta, when you do interviews like this, I appreciate it because now I can clarify that you're not just the broad that be.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was getting to. So, like,
you listen to the 50 Deep podcast, by the way.
Yes, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. So this right here is
30 minutes in. We probably about 45. This is a beautiful interview. I'm loving this.
This is the 50 Deep moment right here.
Talk to me.
You heard me? I am one of them ones. I know that I'm chosen.
Speaking.
I know that I have many, many gifts.
Hey, bro, do me a favor. Look at that freezer right there. I put that water. It might be froze by now.
I have many, many, many gifts. So I teach the game. I got kids and everything. They know the difference because I'm going to tell them the difference of when I'm promoting something and when I'm entertaining versus real life. I'm going to tell them the game, and I'm going to teach them the greatness inside of them, and we going to entertain these folks.
It's all entertainment.
Because every time like right now I'm shadow banned for speaking real shit, and I don't give a fuck. I know the loopholes behind a lot of shit, and I know my platform is big as fuck, and they don't even let me play my own motherfucking music because I speak so much greatness, and because I'm telling people about their consciousness, and because
one thing I can say is that I'm impressed.
No,
very impressed.
And when you have
blew me out the motherfucking water because I wasn't expecting.
When you have a platform as big as I do. They want you to just twerk and shut the fuck up. Do you understand me? They want you to just be that bitch that just drive right all day, don't know shit. As soon as you get to talking that positive shit and you get to talking that greatness, they gonna silence you.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, yo, if you just tuning in, man, hey, this the homeboy Drunken Mass, episode number motherfucking 3, and we about to have a lot of fun, unpack a lot of shit, the phone lines is open, and all that. So, with that being said, man, this is what we gonna do. Drunken Mass, Lola Damone in the building, and we about to make a phone call, man, to reach out some of our peoples, you know what I'm saying, to see what's going on. And
who might you be calling?
Oh man, this is gonna be a big surprise. Y'all stand by out there. It's gonna be something. Let me reach through my little, goodie bag of phones and see what I can pull up here.
You know, you the plug. You got everybody.
Nah.
Hello.
Kash Doll.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Chilling. What's going on with you?
Same old thing, man. Reaching out. Lola's on the line.
What up, Kash?
What's up, Lola?
And you are tuned in to the 50 Deep podcast. You know what I'm saying? We might well just go on and run. What's good, Mom? How you feel? What you been doing besides fucking without a rubber, nigga?
The same thing.
Yeah.
Doing it some more and some more.
I ain't mad at that, man. How's everything? We want to first salute you on the BMF series. It's incredible.
Salute.
Thank you.
You're doing your thing. You're acting. You're getting your chops. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bring home an Oscar in a minute, man. You keep on working like that.
I hope so, because
I know it's hard work.
I like it. Yeah, I like it a little bit more than
the music.
Than the music, because when you film and you get to sit still for a while and you get to know who yourself is. It's a little more stability when you.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
When you record music.
And for y'all now, that's been under a rock for the last, a little while, man. This is Kash Doll, the one and only. You know what I'm talking about? And the BMF series is on Stars right now. It comes on every Sunday. And the shit is huge. It's like the Black Sopranos, you know what I'm saying? The story of Meech and T. Salute my man Big Meech, T, Southwest, you know what I'm talking about? And that's my family over there. Meech reached out to me when I was in prison. He sent me a kite and was like, what the fuck is you doing in prison? You know what I'm saying? So, and then I reached out to you as well while I was locked up. And one thing I can salute is that when I call you, answer the phone. So you one of the real ones out there. And I'm just happy with all your success and all that. And, we just vibing out, man. It's a vibe right now. I'm feeling good, happy to be free. And shit, I'm on the phone with Kash Doll, nigga. And all you niggas that back in prison, I told y'all I was going to reach out to her, nigga, when I got home. You feel me? So now, yeah, niggas.
Yeah.
You like, hold on.
What's up, niggas?
Yeah, do you niggas like apples? Well, how you like them apples, goddammit? But no, I'm good, though, man. Yeah, period. You hear me? So what else you got going, baby?
Right now, I just been recording.
Okay.
In the process of moving to getting me a place in Atlanta.
Okay.
I already got a place in Detroit.
Oh.
Yeah, I just been looking all over right now.
Yeah.
Trying to see what the heck I really want to do.
Okay.
So that getting these baby showers together. I'm about to start filming again for season 2.
Okay. See, we need to get that 50 niggas deep on season 2 back in the days. We was banging back in, you know what I mean? We gotta see, we quarterback some shit. And speaking of 50 niggas deep, I'm just gonna jump right into this shit. You hear me? we reach out, you know what I'm saying? People have been reaching out to me about doing the song, about remaking the song, and I've been like, hell no, hell no. Only certain people is privileged enough to even touch 50 niggas deep and 50 Mrs. Deep Lola. You know what I mean? So, and you've been one of them. You've been on the, you know, on the agenda. So,
if anybody do it,
Queen gotta do it. If anybody can do it, Queen Kash Doll got to do 50 players deep.
Aw,
you feel
that
me?
means a lot coming from, you know, from you and Lola, because I remember coming up listening to it, and I will rap her whole verse right now.
That was one of my questions. I wanted to ask you, like, what age were you when you realized, like, you know what, I want to be a rapper and I'm gonna do this shit? Was it like in high school or middle school or?
No, it was really like I was just growing up. I didn't know that I just wanted to be a rapper. I knew I just wanted to be an entertainer. Because I always dance, I sing. I was always like, I was the life of the party. When I come to the party, my family couldn't wait. Like, it's this little girl on dance floor, think she could dance, go get her. It was like I always been that of the family. So I always knew I wanted to be an entertainer. But once I start actually writing music, I was like in middle school. I made a 6th grade Cadillac rap, and I'm like, oh, I could actually spit.
Okay, yeah.
And then I start recording when I was like in 2013. That's when I start recording. That's when I finally got in the studio and recorded something.
And when you finally heard yourself, you was hooked in. Like, I'm locked in. I can do this shit. Yeah. And one thing I can say is that, you know, you got it, man. I mean, you know, you got a loyal following, and like I told you when I was locked up and I used to reach out to you, I said, whatever you do, don't avoid. I hope you listen to the jewels that I dropped on you. But I was like, don't entertain negative energy. I said, and always feed your fan base. Talk to nobody but them, and you're going to be all right. And you was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look, and I'm just happy that, you know, you doing your motherfucking thing, mama. You hear me? And speaking of mama,
I appreciate that.
You about to, you know, have a princess on the, a princess or a prince on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? So shout out my man Tracy and Tracy T. That's my dog. Funky said he's gonna call her, speaking of which. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, you doing your thing, this BMF shit. I was messing with you when you pull your titties out. Maybe I called you the other day, I was like, hey, nigga, you pull the titties out on the motherfucking TV. You was like, yeah, I got it.
Why not get paid? Yeah, you know, everybody did it. Halle Berry did it.
You goddamn right.
J-Lo did it.
Yeah.
All the greats did it. I'm like, shoot, at least if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get a check for it.
You goddamn right. And one thing I can say.
And it's going to make sense for my career.
And speaking, it's going to make sense, exactly. And that's the bottom line. And then speaking of which, they were nice on camera, I got to say, with all due respect. They look nice on camera, and because real talk, some of these bitches' titties need a motivational speech. You feel me? They need uplifting.
Not this way.
Some of these girls' titties need a Martin Luther King speech, or some need uplifting.
Lola, you still over there looking good though. I seen your Instagram.
God is showing some favor on me because I'm older, you know, but I'm out here blending in with these millennials.
That you ain't losing no sleep, you ain't stressing, you drinking your water, and you ain't holding no grudges, okay?
Yeah.
Now I wanted to ask you, Kash, like, okay, me and Drunken, we were talking about Lizzo, and you know, with social media, like she had a little bit of a breakdown and showed her ass on IG because of the comments and things, just nasty bullying going on right now, like. Yeah. How do you deal? I know, like, we talked about this before, I think, like, but with you being in a position that you in, how do you just ignore negativity, and, like, how do you do it? You have to be a strong woman to do this.
You do have to be a strong woman, because at first, like, when I first started, everybody used to bully me, and it was at home. It was in Detroit first. So that's why I say you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere, because Detroit actually helped me grow that thick skin. You know, because because I was a dancer at first, and they used to do me bad. Like, they used to just be like,
I was around.
Yeah, like, she ain't no rapper. You were just a dancer. You would never be nothing. You was nothing but this. And I'm like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow. So I couldn't wait to just, grow. And it's like, now to see all that energy change and shift, it's like I'd rather put my energy towards my career, my craft, to make me a better person, so that all those comments and everybody that say negative things, I can make them make them bite their tongue.
Right.
So and eat them words. So now it's like, even though I still get the negativity, it's like all over the world. And I just know what happened before when I paid it attention and where it got me. So now I know what I need to do. So all the negativity that I get, I just put towards my craft.
I salute that, and really everything you're doing, man. And like I said, we are getting ready to work on this 50 Deep remake. The reboot. I ain't gonna say it's a remake. It's a reboot. A reboot of the shit.
Right.
It's a big record, and we definitely, would like.
Because I feel like when y'all do it over, it ain't gonna do nothing but bring more traction to the one. If they haven't heard it, it's gonna bring more interaction to the one y'all did, the original.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then for sure, y'all gotta be in the video and stuff. Like, so what guy?
Yeah.
What guy? Because when I wanted to do it, I had reached out to Lola myself because I'm like, it ain't right if I don't. And she a queen from the D that was doing it and stuff. So it's like, I had to reach out to her. You know what I'm saying?
That meant
And
so
I was
much
like, well,
to
I just
me.
want you to be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she locked in. We're just trying to get you locked in so we can, But who you think on the guy side, man? It's so many. Who would you think? Payroll or Sada?
I think Payroll.
Yeah, that would be dope. Salute my little nephew Payroll. He doing his thing, Big Giovanni. You know what I'm saying? His shit just came out, so it's a real strong look right now. And you listen to the 50 Deep podcast, by the way, man, with my girl Cash Doll. We up in this bitch for
One
real.
and only.
It's a vibe, you hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's just put it together and make it happen and figure it out and make it make sense. And it's gonna go regardless. That's gonna bring traction all the way around.
It should come out by the next summer or something, like by the summertime, 2022.
Oh man, so
that's when we should have it done and have the video done and put it out.
Oh man, it's crazy. So this is a 50 Deep podcast breaking news report right now. Cash Doll is gonna do 50 Deep part. No, the reboot, the remake, the 50 Deep 2022. Goddamn it! Yeah. So that's gonna be.
Cause what year was that when y'all dropped it?
Believe it or not, that was 20. That was 01.
2001.
That was that's 20 years ago.
Wow.
Believe it or not, that shit's still banging in the club.
20 years ago.
So it's only right that you get in there and put your twist.
And they still be playing it on the radio.
Hell yeah. We put one up. One thing we did, we put one up. So we go and about to do another one. You hear me? And
can I say something?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The way when in 2001 when 50 Deep came out, we kind of paved the way, right? I look at Cash now as like she's paving the way for these new girls. It's so many girls that look up to you.
For sure.
And you are opening the door for Detroit artists. You are one of those iconic Detroit rappers that in the era of social media, because that was before our time, right?
True.
Like that was before, right? Yeah.
Hey, we dinosaurs when it comes to social media shit. But go ahead, I'm with you though. Yeah.
I just want to say, like, a lot of these girls coming out rapping, I think you inspire them and you showed them that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you for that. Like, and
multitasking at the same time. I mean, acting.
And a woman in a male-dominated industry is like, you make it look so easy. Sis. I'm serious.
That's dope.
I appreciate that. I really do. Because it is challenging. Because to still be in a man-dominant industry and to have morals, it's like sometimes that could not be a good thing. But at least you have respect, and it takes longer when you want your respect, and you earned it. So it take a little more time, but I'm just glad that I can show girls that you can do this without having to have a man. You can do this without a man cosign. You can do this without, having to be up under a man. You could just be your own boss.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I can show that.
These female artists right now, real talk, they done took the game. They doing numbers, and shout out to everybody, man, that's just out there making it happen. And the female genre has taken off. There's women that's really bringing home the bacon. You know what I'm talking about? So it's a major look for the ladies. And I salute anybody that's doing their thing, man, in this thing of mine called hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And
and on here on the 50 Deep podcast, I gotta salute Lola from being another female, just a queen from Detroit, and paved the way for me.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Now I can redo a song that you've done that made a big impact in the music industry. Now I can hop on it and
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
With your consent saying it's okay.
Yes.
You know, that means something because you opened the door for me.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I just want to salute you and give you your flowers
I love
because
you.
you
Thank
were
you.
before it was so easy because now, you know, before the internet, before it was just so easy to be heard, you made a way.
Yeah.
Like
She
You
did
know
that.
what I'm
radio
saying? And
was the
those
only,
are times that
yeah.
it was just radio and street promo and
Right.
actually getting your the clubs and I was a little girl that actually heard you and seen you and was like, oh my God, she's so pretty and she from here and you know, so that you know, you opened the door for me too.
I appreciate that coming from you. I really do.
No,
Yeah.
for sure, and I mean that.
The new single you got going, single, what's it called?
Single and happy.
Single and Happy. That shit, they're riding. That shit is
Our
riding.
ladies anthem.
Yeah, the ladies got one. Y'all, you know, and one thing I can say, you deliver.
I wanted to make a song for ladies because you know everybody make it seem like, oh, you gotta be married with kids and you gotta be this is the you know the top tier of a woman is to be a boss and to be married and have kids and have it all, but you can actually be single and happy because some people be married and be miserable and some people. What do you say?
I said it's playing on our screen right now. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's playing on the screen right now while we talking about it. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like, so when I made the song, which I made it like 2 years ago, and it's just now coming out, how it's dealing with all that label stuff and clearing and all that other stuff. But it's just that I wanted to song to empower my women to know that you could be single and happy because you can also be married and miserable. People don't know that it's just not all peaches and cream when it's like that. So I just want people to embrace themselves and get to know themselves when they're single so that they can be happy when they're in a relationship. You can't be happy in a relationship when you're not happy with yourself first.
Right.
And I think women just jump from relationship to relationship because they don't want to be lonely and they want to fill this void. But if you actually get a chance to be single and happy, because I was for a year and 11 months when I had that chance to just be single and happy, no sex, no guy friends, none of that other stuff. I actually was able to be happy, and then that's when I got into a happy relationship.
Yeah, you gotta find yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta find yourself, and you gotta self-love is important. That's number one.
Hell yeah, I masturbate 3 times, 4 times a week. No, I'm just bullshit.
Wow.
Shameless plug.
Wow.
You hear me? That's self-love, though. Shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a whole nother episode right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate you for pulling up on the 50 Deep podcast. It's all love.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get in the studio. I'll be off this teller in a minute. You know what I'm saying? When they commute my sentence, the paperwork has been submitted and it stay pending. So we waiting on the word from Uncle Sam to cut me loose. And once we do that, it's gonna be on and popping. And 50 Deep 22 is on the way. It's gonna be ridiculous.
50 Deep 22. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
you should still do a Pisces anthem. That's I could see that being like
Right.
You a Pisces cat?
Pisces, yeah.
Oh, see, I'm a Scorpio. My season, man. My birthday next month, so it's Scorpio time. It's coming up.
Yeah, Pisces song will be dope because you know what? We some different type of great creatures.
Oh, here you go. Don't fly the flag. I ain't mad at you. Fly that flag like Scorpios. You know, we the truth too. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that will be dope. I got a whole bunch of songs lined up, but I'm really excited to do the 50.
Yeah,
the 50 misses and deep.
And Payroll, if you listen, to make sure you pop at us, man, and we're gonna put this thing in the can and get the video shot and get everything done, man. And I'm just happy that we're gonna shake the world up as usual.
You the flyest Pisces I like when it come to like Instagram and looks and serving looks, honey. Pisces are good at that. Like
them Pisces, because you know Rihanna won too.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out my girl Rihanna.
Janae Aiko and who else?
Janae,
Damn.
K Michelle a Pisces too.
Oh yeah.
Floyd Mayweather a Pisces.
Okay, so y'all, you in good company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the movie project, you got the BMF shit is like the new Power and the new Sopranos. That's like the Black Sopranos. That shit is ridiculous. You got that. You getting ready to shoot season 2, and man, you doing your thing and your acting is coming along and you're on these soundtracks. You're on the Space Jam joint too, right? The soundtrack.
Yep, I'm on the Space Jam soundtrack. Yep.
Yeah, so you working, man. I can't be mad at that, and I just I salute your success, and I know you're getting ready to go to this Pistons game, so we appreciate you for pulling up and breaking bread and chopping it up with us on the 50 Deep podcast and all that, and shit, y'all niggas stay tuned and stand by because we about to do some major plays and make.
God bless you and your baby and
Thank
your
you.
partner.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Many blessings.
It's gonna be.
Thank you so much.
Bless you on that, and it's gonna be a real good look. And the city gonna have another. It's royalty, man. That's royalty right there. You know what I'm saying? Come from a royal bloodline. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that's my homeboy over there. So I came. That's my little dog. You hear me? So yeah. So it's a real good look. And we just appreciate you for pulling up. And we will chop it up, put you on the future podcast and all that. So we appreciate you. Let me jump off. Stand by, Cash. Hold on for 1 second, baby. Yeah, man. Welcome to the 50 Deep podcast. It's Drunken man. It's the OG. Your big homeboy's big homeboy, man. I'm up in here, got my girl Lola. You know what I'm saying? And we got a real big celebrity guest in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Big Dojo in this bitch. We got my man. Hey, let's give it up. Eastside Eggroll in this bitch. You understand me? Yeah, let's roll up in this bitch.
Big Dojo on a bitch.
Big Dojo on
like
a bitch.
Right
You understand me?
Asian rapper or most turn Asian.
Oh, man. It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? We just happy to have you here, man. Appreciate everything you got going, dog. And I had to reach out to you, my nigga, because you shit. That Bricks and Defender going right now out there in the world, man. So
this is the hottest song in Detroit.
Oh,
maybe the world.
And it's about to be the.
It did not take long for it to bubble.
Oh no, the song caught fire as soon as.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, you working with some of the best producers. You got Big Helliver doing some joints and.
I got Brown.
Oh man,
Brown in on the project. This is a Detroit podcast, so I could really get the name dropped.
Oh yeah, all the time. You know that. Shout out to the whole city, man.
Andretti and Illuminati G.
Yeah.
And Cloud Catchers. Those was the first people to ever send me a beat.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 5 years ago. OTS Beats. He made most of the bangers on RIP Nip. Like as far as
you got the RIP Nip joint. Okay, yeah.
No
One love,
Kid,
man.
Blender. First Day Out, that was all OTS Beats.
So you just came from
Mitch Cooking Up.
Yeah, you just came from LA. So when you did the RIP Nip joint, how did the neighborhood out there did they embrace it?
Yeah, I'm West Coast Wine Time when I'm
Okay.
anywhere.
I saw you in front of Man's Chinese Theater. You feel me? I was like, this motherfucker out here. Own one, dog.
Oh yeah, I've been all through it. I done met Nipsey big homies before.
Yeah.
Been all through there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the most beautiful things I ever seen, man, was when I rode down Mulholland through the Hollywood Hills at night.
Yeah.
Watching them lights.
See, them motherfuckers tricky at night, though, because of them hills and them turns and shit.
And ride down PCH, oh, man, it's crazy, man. I was out there for a long while, you know what I'm saying? So
that shit really got me turned. I drove a drop. I from LA to Vegas. And then I was in Vegas driving the drop, right? That shit looks so sweet at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? In a drop, right? I ain't never walking the strip again. One, I'm too popular for that shit now, right? I'm gonna have to stop 15 times, right? Two, right? It's just so convenient.
Okay.
Walking shit. We from the Motor City. I don't really like walking like that no way. We drive to the store. We Culture Currency.
Yeah.
You see, I got the Culture Currency on.
Yeah, salute Culture Currency. You know what I'm saying? Seth Mile and Schaefer. You know what I mean? This segment is actually sponsored by. Culture Currency.
Right.
Make sure y'all pull up on them. Seth Mile and Schaefer, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out, we just up in this bitch, man, just doing what we supposed to do, man, and chopping up some real motherfuckers.
There's no way to control the culture without controlling the currency.
Better say that. Culture Currency, I like that.
I've been having sweet songs. I'm like a fully developed artist. But you only get the masses' attention really one time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I never like threw too much music out or put too many videos out. Like I hit them with a video once, twice a year, you know, like when I was getting it together. Cause you don't ever want to start a press you can't maintain.
Better say that. I like
You
it.
hear me? I got videos and videos and videos in the clip right now.
That's
right.
what's up.
So even if I had something else to do or something happened to where I couldn't be on it, I could still feed my audience. But once you get their attention and you lose it, right? Now
It's hard to get it back.
they get to playing the you fell off games.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
I like
forget
your
about
energy. I think you have. I like that you are authentic and you're not afraid to be who you are. And it's the energy that captivated me because I think it was in January when I first discovered you, and I was like, man, he lit. Like, he don't give no fucks.
Yeah.
Like, and people like that because you get used to people just not being able to tap in like that.
Yeah,
Like,
people be worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
And they try to conform, right? But when you get to doing that, it's like if everybody on the same shit.
Right.
You got to, and a man with a lot of sense told me, man, you know, you got to be comfortable in your own skin, man. If you look in the mirror, man, and you don't see nothing smiling back at you, man, you ain't got no friends. You feel me? So you gotta really, really just be you, man, and let the chips fall where they motherfucking make, man. Flat
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Even with my music, right? I don't be thinking about that shit too much. I know
And
how
you
to
don't
rap.
try to catch no wave.
Right,
You let the wave catch you. Yeah.
Because really, right? I ain't gonna lie. Like, people used to call my beats premature. You know? Because I tap into that old Detroit sound, right? That I grew up on,
Shit
right?
going.
But now, it's like the ball in my court now. You know, I can come in, I'm versatile. I can rap on the industry beat. I can rap on the R&B. I can rap on anything.
You definitely got a lot of people watching you, man. They trying to see, you know, which direction you gonna take this thing. And real talk, man.
But that's what I was
told-
trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say to you, right? I'm the demonstrator. Right, that's the energy. That's what I do it for. Right,
like that.
I'm showing niggas you could be yourself. Right, you don't gotta have all that shit on.
No.
Right, and you don't gotta box yourself in. You could play every hood. Right, and be out here and thrive and exist.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
without doing too much or dying yourself. Right, or just beefing, doing nothing. I don't do none of that shit, bro.
Your Asian heritage. You know, you're proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a you know what I'm saying? And you know you're going to sell a lot of records. You know, your people from China or where they from?
No, my daddy from Bangkok, Thailand.
Oh, Thailand. Oh, okay. I salute the fact that you're proud of your heritage and you fly that flag, you know what I mean, like you're supposed to, you know what I mean? And when your joint comes out, I'm sure that they're going to stand behind you. And that's a worldwide audience.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm really just waiting for the Asians to figure out I'm the Asian Jay-Z. And then we gonna be rich forever. I already got the streets.
Yeah.
You know, I salute.
It's just about being in tune, right? And treating everybody with the same respect that you're gonna be treated with.
Real
From the janitor to the CEO.
That's a fact.
From the street to the executive suite.
From the waiter to the
Now,
Mayor.
I like that bars.
On the bitch.
okay,
I like
all
what
on
you
a bitch,
said.
you hear me?
on the
Heavy on the bitch.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck
Most
for
turnt- the
real.
most turnt
Right.
Asian.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Most turn Asian. Sumo on the hole. If you get like that, it be like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's my lingo. Look, a lot of people don't tap in with the people who came before them and give them their flowers, like they like to say. Right. But I'm giving y'all flowers, not told
Man.
y'all for just bagging out.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Bag of that shit.
Yeah, that's real talk. I appreciate that, man.
It's just, we all from Detroit.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all trying to make a way, right?
That's
Life
it.
transition. Now y'all doing this, but y'all can do.
But if you're in another city and you need anything out there in the world, I know a few people, you feel me? So I can always clear a path and be like, hey, my nephew coming out there, my people coming out there, make sure he need this, you know what I'm saying?
You went to Morehouse.
I got 30 on ACT. I got full tuition from
Wow.
scholarship at Morehouse. I graduated in 4 years with a business management degree, minor in economics, cum laude.
Man, that's crazy.
Intelligent. Wow.
And tell you, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely well grounded and well rounded. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful, beautiful look, man. And I'm just happy to have you in our presence, man, sharing some of this energy. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing but wish you nothing but the best, my dog, because I already know it's about to pop.
Yeah.
I already know. I text you last night.
that means
I hear this
something
nigga,
coming
I text my dog last night. I say, I make $1 million plays, by the way, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, hey, on a bitch. Yeah.
For real.
You the OG.
Yeah. So you do that. When you did that, what was the method behind the madness? Because that shit there, man. That shit done took off.
It's the Dojo show, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never get the recipe for sauce like this. Duck sauce, God, I ain't running out. By the time y'all get to doing, I'm gonna be doing something else, man.
Yeah. Man, this.
That RIP Nip too.
Yeah. On all platforms.
On that, no kid on that, the intro, no kick. You hear me? I shot that out in LA. I dropped the video. Look, you can split it 50-50. Niggas still gon' hate. I'm 50 minutes late, but my fiend still wait. All the capping going on, done there and bro paces. He shot at his neighbor, then beat the case up. I catch your hoe, it's case closed. If you catch a flight to Kelly, we can face both. Quit my bitch at my job, I don't play roles. My eyes stay open, lips stay closed. Your hands stay out, that's how I know your hustle slow. You got it on safety, what you even got it for? Ain't no easy passes, bitch, pay your toll. Looking like a sweet liquor, your designer clothes pose. I thought I had hoes till the fighter hoes chose. I thought I had goals, so I got blowed in the rose. Most turn Asian got them doing the most, and it don't matter where I'm at, bitches coast to coast. My whole brother said I treat her like a pimp. I took a flight with the blood to meet a crib. Most turn, I don't need no kid. Cause if I get pressed, I ain't giving up shit. My whole brother said I treat her like a pimp. I took a flight with the blood to meet a crib. Most turn, I don't need no kid. Cause if I get pressed, I ain't giving up shit. I heard you took a trip with that brand new kit. Before you checked out, you had to check that bitch in. Brick bitch wanted dick, so I took that hoe in. Hit the titty bar with shitty rained on her best friend. If it's taking a one, we gon' turn it to twins. If you ain't got no scale, I might short you a bit. If you tired of the bleachers, hit the court with that shit. Let's get this chicken and fuck. I ain't courting you, bitch. I'm really on tips, I ain't got no chill. She asking for a head, but I done ate all the pills. EDD, P-Way, bring them California rolls. Ferrari infatuated, I got California goals. They think I got it figured out, I playing this shit day to day. My bitch got a slick ass mouth, she begging me to break her face. My plug ain't answering days. Kyle been playing games. A nigga ain't need to get cooked to get flambéed.
Man, listen.
Bitch.
On the bitch.
On the bitch, man. On the dirty money head, bitch. Scalp
Dojo,
fucking like that right now,
Big
man.
Dojo, the most turned Asian, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so simple, but it ain't gotta be complicated, man. It's hard, but it ain't gotta be complicated. Yeah, so you know, you got a lot of good energy, man. And what do you see in the future? Movies? What you see, you know, what you got going
All
on?
of that, man. I mean, for me, rap is one a way to open up different avenues. Everything I ever wanted to try, you know. I ain't just a rapper. I ain't just an artist. Right, I'm an entrepreneur, philanthropist.
Better say it.
Right, a change agent. It's a lot of shit.
Agent of change.
You know that.
Gotta love it.
I'm a renaissance man. You can't box me in. I'm complex. I'm way more complex than people give me credit for. It ain't on me to convince nobody. It's just on me to do what I feel needs to be done. But rap is making all my other plays that I wanted to do easier. But I'm definitely differentiated. I'm definitely interested in acting. I'm definitely interested in opening businesses.
Giving back. Yeah.
Traveling, seeing the world for myself, and not relying on a picture. Or
What's the catchphrase? If you don't put your people on, put your people on, yeah?
Put your people on, don't be no bitch.
Better say that. Yeah. That's real talk right there. That's real motherfucking spiel, yeah?
Free to see yo.
That being said, man, we appreciate y'all coming through. And on behalf of Drunken Master Lola Damone, man, we appreciate y'all for listening, tuning in, and turning up with us, man, on the 50 Deep podcast. I can't smoke, I can't drink, not yet, but they about to cut me loose off this motherfucking home confinement.
Well, I can smoke and drink.
On the
Me and Roller shit, Lola about to go roll up.
As well you should, yeah. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. We see y'all the next one, man. 50 Deep podcast, man.
Party.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, the like button, and all that.
Subscribe,
And we see y'all in a minute, man. You hear me? It's on.
If you ain't tapped in, you tapped out.
Yeah.
You ain't tied in, ain't tied up.
Put up a setup, you hear me? That's what we doing, man, right now. It's on. Yeah.